Yeah, you read the title of this video correctly. I just worked my last shift of my 9 to 5 job, possibly for the rest of my life. Today, I just quit my job to pursue art full time. The most important decision ever made in my entire life. I have no backup plans, gang. I have no backup plans at all. So this better work, otherwise I'm completely fucked. So this is just me and my art against the world. It's wild. It's honestly so unreal because even though I've been working towards this goal for 7 years, it still feels like undeserved, you could say. I can't say that I'm a full-time artist and feel like I actually deserve it because I didn't build my art business up to earning 3K a month, which was my original plan. I had promised myself I would only quit my job once I build up my business to the point where I can earn a living, a stable income from it. And the fact that I just had enough of it all and decided to quit my job anyways, being a full-time artist low-key feels undeserved. I just got fed up, to be honest. I had enough of feeling like struggling every day. I got tired of barely having enough to buy groceries or pay rent. It's just so draining feeling you do everything you can to make things happen and you still see things being stagnant while the rest of the world just keeps moving on and you just sit there even though you put your all 110% into your craft and you try to maintain a somewhat decent life. I just got tired of seeing no progression, so I decided to say fuck it, I'm all in, I'm going all in. I tried playing it safe, I really did. I tried playing it smart, I promise y'all I did. Y'all have seen the videos I've posted. But living this restricted lifestyle just became too costly for my soul. Doing it the right way. So I decided to bet on myself and go all in, and here we are now. If I have to fail, I would rather just go out in a blaze than dying slowly, because that's what it felt like working a part-time 9 to 5 job. It wasn't even full-time. And the worst thing about it is the job I was working wasn't even really challenging at all. I was honestly just straight chilling. I was working at Skechers. So many people would say I'm stupid for leaving that behind, like I had an easy job. Leaving that behind is not a wise decision, and I somewhat agree. But working for Skechers, you know, the shoe company, my colleagues were cool, most of them. Some people I liked working with more than others, for sure. But nobody really knew I'm an artist. I didn't tell nobody about my art business or the fact that I'm posting art on social media. And it's not because I'm ashamed of it. I just didn't feel like dealing with it on a daily basis and answering questions like that. I didn't feel like I owed them to tell them everything about my life. Also, I know people be nosy as fuck. Like for my last 6 months, I was working at a different store, like in another city. And I remember on one of my first couple of shifts, I was asked like straight up, like, so who do you work for? I was like, bro, what? That's hella personal. Like, I didn't mind answering it, but I was just like thinking, that's a pretty personal thing to ask someone you just met. Like, let's get to know each other first before we like start judging each other based on what we are voting on. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just tripping, man. I don't know. I think it's a pretty personal thing to ask. But yeah, I knew from that point I had made the right decision to not tell people like I'm an artist. I do tell people I meet in real life like, yo, I'm an artist, like straight up. Also, I wouldn't feel I had the freedom to just speak freely about my work in my videos because I know they would go follow me on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and I would have to watch what I'm saying about my workplace. I didn't feel like dealing with that. But anyways, why was I even working at a Skechers store in the first place? It all begins like 18 months ago. I ended up being dead broke. Like I had $20 to my name or something like that, bro. It was bad. I had to find a job to help me pay my bills. And so yeah, I saw Skechers were hiring and I sent in my application and whoop-de-woo, I got the job and stuff like that. It was pretty easy at first and it actually still was to the day I stopped. I was working minimum hours, so I still had time to invest into my art business and expand my art style. I really wanted to experiment with different art styles and mediums, like canvas paintings and digital art and also prints. So I also put all my commissions on hold. I stopped doing personal commissions for all my clients because I really wanted to dedicate most of my time to, as I said, experiment with different art styles, just to like take off the pressure so I can wholeheartedly focus on that alone. So working like few hours was really perfect for me, honestly. But as time went by, I could feel the pressure from my workplace to try and like make me work more hours, even though I had said to them, like clearly I said to them, hey, I'm not gonna work more hours than what's in my contract. That's all I'm gonna work. I have some things going on in my personal life that are very important to me. I don't feel like having to put those things on pause just because somebody is sick and can't and you need somebody to cover for them, like cover a shift. I was like, I'm not that guy, man. I'm not the guy. Go find someone else or hire new people if you need someone to cover some more shifts. It's not gonna be me. And honestly, I don't know, man. Like jobs just don't like when you do that. Like they don't like when you tell them you have a personal life and you need to take care of things outside of work. They want to know details. They want to know how often like you do other things than work. Like they want to know everything. So like I think it's because in their eyes you're not helping the team, whereas in reality you are really not that important to them. Like you're just another number or just somebody else who can cover. Like when it comes down to it, for real, like you're just a substitute. And it actually got to the point where I had to have an excuse ready every day I clocked in. Like I was like, okay, what should my excuse be today? Because they would ask me every single day, like, yo, can you cover for this person? Can you cover for that person? Like, bro, it was getting crazy. I got tired of it, gang. I got really fed up. Even though I had made my intentions clear and my standpoints clear, they just kept asking me. And saying no to something every single day, like coming up with new excuses every single day, is really exhausting, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. At that point, at some points I was just like, I should just tell them I have a business on the side, bro. It would make things so much easier. And as I said, the job wasn't even that bad. Like, the thing about it was just fucking boring, bro. It was so boring. It was only there to provide safety for me. Like, so I had money to pay my bills at the beginning of the month. Like, it was only that. There was no satisfaction I was gaining from that job at all. If I had to keep it a stack with y'all, man, I just felt dead inside every morning I woke up and I had to clock in. Overall, my life, I just felt stuck. I felt stuck at the job. I felt stuck in my art business. Like I didn't see no motion at all. It would have been all right if the job wasn't as boring as it was. It was just the same fucking things every single day. Dealing with some of the most annoying ass customers, bro. Not worse than a warehouse, but if you know, you know, man. Like Skechers, the customers in Skechers, they're all old people, or most of them are old people. And old people gotta be the worst customers ever. They have so many demands, bro. It's fucking crazy. And sometimes they won't even tell you their demands. They'll just expect you to know what they want. I don't care what none of y'all say, man. Every single old person as a customer, they expect to be treated like royalty. Bro, it's so ridiculous, gang. Like for real, gang, what's going on? You've been on this planet way longer than me. You know shit ain't sweet around here. As I said, man, I just felt stuck. It just felt like I was being stagnant while everybody around me were just moving. The world was just still progressing. I just felt like, hey, I'm just the same place I was 2 years ago. Like nothing was moving. Even though I put in the work every single day, man, I just kept grinding. I was falling more and more behind in life, like as each day passed. So now I made the brave decision to quit my 9-to-5 job, my part-time safety job, and just go all in on art and see where it takes me, man. I'm just gonna embrace what I'm meant to be. Like I'm gonna embrace what I've always been, honestly. Like I've always been an artist. I've poured my soul and my life into drawing anime and manga, like since I was a little kid. For the longest of time I can remember, I've been drawing and reading and engaging with manga and anime. And I know I could have made things easier for myself at my job if I was just trying to become something or someone within the Skechers company, like climbing the ranks or something like that. But that's not me. That's not what I wanted. I just wanted to live a somewhat normal life. Like I did a decent job. Like I wasn't slacking. Customers praised me all the time for being a good salesman, and being good at customer service, and my colleagues praised me for being nice and being a good co-worker. But customer service is just not my passion, man. It's just not my passion at all. I'm just kind to people as a default. That's just who I am. And hey, don't take this the wrong way. I have respect for everybody who's working a part-time job or trying to get their bread up. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody for real. Like, there is no shame in having a job, even if it's minimum wage, bro. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise, man. There's nothing shameful about having a job, man. Get your paper up, get your grind in, bro. The only thing that matters is that the job excites you or brings you closer to whatever is important to you. And I'm not being one of those, oh, I could never work a 9-to-5 job. That's for poor people. Bro, I've been working a job since I was like 15. I know my way around. And I could have continued the same way. I could have continued down the same path for like another 2 years perhaps. Like slowly grinding and building up my savings account and my business to the point where I would be able to earn a stable income. But as I told y'all, this way of living is just too costly for my soul. I was like, if I decided to take more hours on the job, I wouldn't be able to paint or edit videos. And if I worked fewer hours than I already did, I wouldn't have enough money to pay my bills. It was basically a lose-lose situation. With the few hours I already worked, like my salary was so low that I wasn't able to save up anything. I don't have anything left. Like, I don't have anything saved up. And it's not even because I'm living a lavish lifestyle. I'm pretty frugal if I have to keep it a stack with y'all. Like, I paint, I eat, I work out. That's all I do. And still, I'm barely able to afford groceries or anything else. I'm barely able to pay my bills here, bro. Every day, I was just feeling like, yo, I deserve more. I'm not even trying to be cocky here, bro. I deserve more. I deserve not having to check my bank account every single day before I go buy groceries, or I deserve not to be wondering like, yo, can I buy clothes this month? Like, bro, if one of my t-shirts rips, I can't afford to buy a new one. Like, it's crazy out here. And no, I know life isn't easy. And life is certainly not fair, like, for real. It's an evil world we live in. My life was never easy to begin with. Like, I'm black in Denmark. I'm a black guy living in Denmark. Like, come on now. But every day, I just feel like I'm meant for more. I'm meant for so much more, gang. Even on the good days on that job, like, those were the days where I had no customers, actually. Those were the best days. I would still stand there and think to myself, yo, all this precious time I'm wasting by standing around in this store, I could be investing this precious time into one of my art projects or a YouTube video or whatever it could be. Like, invest it into something that helps me towards the life I really want to live, create for myself. I just got so sad every time I thought about it. I was just like, bro, I could have spent this time so wisely. But instead I'm here trading hours of my life for less than $25. And my life is just worth so much more than $25 an hour. And so is yours, honestly, so is yours. And no, my art isn't selling for like 20K or 50K a piece, but doing art for myself and for other people, it fulfills me, man. It brings me joy. I'm being challenged by each project in a good way. I'm building something for myself here, something I'm proud of, something that brings me closer to the life I want to live, a better, happier life. Am I just supposed to ignore that and do that on the side? Like, nah, come on. I know in life we can't have our cake and eat it too, but still, like, God damn, why does it have to feel like we're getting punished for trying to live a decent life? I honestly wasn't asking for much. I really wasn't. I'm just trying to do me, man. I'm just trying to do me. But now I'm actually gonna stop fucking around and I'm gonna ask for much more now. Because I tried asking for less. That didn't work out. So now I had enough of the restricted lifestyle. I've been patient for so long, man, so long. To the point where it's just like, yo, I'm just waiting for things to happen. Yes, I'm putting in the work, but I can't just sit on my hands anymore. You should always trust the process, always, because your work will compound with time. But you also gotta be willing to take some risks, man. You gotta take the risks. I realized the world just wasn't built on safety. Like the world we know now, it wasn't built on safety. All the way from the people venturing into the forests, not knowing where they were supposed to sleep that night, to the people who invented electricity, not knowing if they would get boomed if they touched that wire. I have to honor this life, this chance for me to create something so fucking awesome for myself and the people around me, the people I want to take care of. I have to do it by risking it all. I have to do it. I'm leaving it all on the table, putting all my chips in and saying I'm all in. I've never really been a gambler. I've never really gambled in my life before, but this might be the first and most important gamble of my entire life. I'm going for the jackpot. I'm making my own fucking luck here if I have to. I'm done, bro. I'm done letting myself being held back. And I'm done living a certain life because I have to, because that's what grown-ups do. I want to be happy, gang. I want to be happy. I might not be making a lot of money at first, and I don't know how exactly I'm supposed to scale up this art business of mine, but fuck it, man. I'll figure it out on the road. I'll figure it out along the way. 7 years, man. It's been 7 years since I started sharing my art online. And I know I'm still a small-time artist. I know that. My progress has been really slow. But I know in my heart, I know for a fact most people would have given up by now. I know that. The fact that I'm still here, I need to take that as a sign that I'm built for this shit. I honestly don't have anything else to go off of. I don't have any other signs of my success other than the fact that I'm still here. Yes, of course, people are willing to buy my art and willing to wait patiently for my art. I've been drawing anime and manga my whole life. I spent all my XP points on drawing anime and manga, reading anime and manga, and playing Call of Duty when I was younger. That's where all my XP points went to. I really do that shit, so stop playing. Nah, but for real, I refuse to believe that if I put my everything into this, and if I really say, alright, I've been doing this for 7 years now. I've prepared my whole life for this moment. I've honed my skills my whole life. And now I'm burning the boats. No going back. I'm going all in this time. I refuse to believe the universe is just gonna stare at me and go like, hey, stop playing, bro. You ain't for real, man. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. What? Are you serious? Nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's how the world works. I'm still standing after 7 years of pure grinding. People are willing to buy my art. People are willing to wait for me to do commissions again. I need to trust those signs. Those are all I have. I can't keep waiting for everything to align perfectly. I just can't. I'll do my very best to honor the love and support you guys have shown me since I started doing art online since 2018 or since I started this YouTube channel 3 years ago. I'll gladly go out in a blaze like this. I don't know how this is going to work, but it just simply has to. By the way, I'm bringing back custom shoes, custom jackets, jeans, hoodies, everything, man. I'm opening up my commissions very soon. I just need to finish up a couple of projects, so give me a little bit more time and then we'll be moving. So yeah, I just quit my job to become a full-time artist. Let's see where my art takes me.